Today I'm showing you how we transform this underutilized covered balcony into a perfect study sanctuary for a student who's going to be preparing for his board exams. Hi, my name is Pallavi and stay with me as I take you through this step-by-step makeover of this balcony for this young boy. So our clients came to us with a very specific need. Their teenage son had board exams coming up in the next 2 years and they needed a dedicated study environment. The requirements were very clear. 2 study tables for flexibility, a pull-out bed for those late night study sessions, and of course ample amount of storage. Now what is the challenge? We didn't want to use the entire balcony. We needed to use the space very strategically to have a balcony connection to this home. So the first thing we did is we needed to create a proper room structure. We started by doing the same things that we do in every balcony, installing a GI shade to define the workspace. Then we had these really stunning large metal French doors because these are not just beautiful, they're functional. They allow natural light to flood in and they also create a separation between the study and the rest of the balcony. We completed the electrical systems for proper lighting, power outlets, all the essential things that are needed in a room. Then came our false ceiling. Now in the false ceiling, in most cases what we do is we integrate it with soundproofing because this is a very crucial detail, specifically if the room is going to be used like a study or a home office. Coming to the furniture, that's where we got very creative. Now instead of buying any new pieces, what we did was to use their existing pull-out bed. It was in perfectly functional condition. It was in fact made of wood, which is going to stand the test of time. It just needed a style update. So we re-laminated the entire frame. We chopped off the hands and we added this beautiful tufted headboard. So it doubles up as a very comfortable seating during study sessions and it can become a proper bed when needed. The client also had 2 existing wardrobes. So they were structurally very sound but again visually very dated. So we did not want to throw it away. So we gave these 2 wardrobes a complete makeover, fresh laminate, and we connected them with a wooden plank. So this kind of creates a really pretty cohesive storage unit with bed tucked inside. Now for the other part of the room, which is one of my favorite features, is the fold-out study table. So the clients wanted to follow Vastu and the position in which the study table needed to be there. This was the only position in which the study table was favorable. So we mounted them on wheels, which meant that they can be pulled out during the time of study and it can be tucked away when not needed to maintain a nice flow in the space. 2 children can work simultaneously, they can have dedicated space for different subjects. So it becomes about flexibility and multifunction. Now let's talk about the color here. We chose very calming shades of blue because of course this space is primarily going to be used by the sun, but blue is also a color that enhances focus and productivity. So that's a perfect color for a study room, right? This study room is an extension of the master bedroom. So we wanted to keep the palette similar but not completely the same. The space flows easily from one to the other. This is how the final result, what started as a very underutilized covered balcony, is now a bright functional study. So some of the best design spaces, the best functional spaces are the ones which you already have. They just need a little help. By thinking strategically about your existing space, about your existing pieces of furniture, you can create a space which is going to fulfill all the functions that were missing initially. So if you have a space in your house which you feel needs a little transformation, or it's not functionally optimal, or it feels a little dated, we would be very happy to help you with the same. Of course, we're based out of Pune, so we take up projects we execute projects only in Pune, but we can help you design the space remotely as well. All the details will be mentioned in the description box, and I'm going to see you again in the next video where I share the bedroom makeover of this house. Stay tuned for that. Until then, happy living.